loves, welcome back to my channel, Laura Couture Nails. If you are not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, you guys, and hit the post notification bell button so you guys can see my videos every time I upload. So I just showed you guys the tips that I'm using, and this is the primer that I'm using. This is the Nuni Taurus primer. It is a non-acid, so I love it so much, and he does send you a good amount of product. It's really good. So this is what I like to use on myself for once, and usually I do use Protein Bond by Young Nails, but this is what we're doing. As for the colors that I'm using Milky White. I did this little mix of gold foil and angel foil flakes, and then the clear by Coupa Divinity, and I am using a number 20 brush and my Nuni Taurus monomer, and this is the coffee scented monomer. I am also going to be using the Mia Secret Cover Beige acrylic powder, and I did use that for my ring finger, and this is me using my number 20 brush, picking up the Milky White that I created myself. It's basically just 1 part clear and 3 parts white. So when I was applying this acrylic, you guys, I don't know if it was something in my dapping dish, but I always clean my dapping dishes after every use. So I'm not sure what was going on, but my Milky White didn't look so Milky White to me. I thought it was just my eyes. I don't know. But looking at my nails right now, I don't feel like they look Milky White. They have like an off-white color, like a tint of yellow for some reason, and I don't know if it was the monomer, so I'm not liking that right now, but I will do a test run and let you guys know, because I was kind of disappointed after the acrylic dried. I don't know if it was the monomer, because the monomer looked a little weird in my dapping dish, and like I said, I don't really know for sure, so I'll let you guys know what happened later. I'll do like a comparison with Coupa acrylic and the Coupa monomer and the Nuni Taurus monomer to see what was going on, if it was just me or if it was the monomer itself. So anyway, you guys, I am doing the little mix of the gold foil and the angel foil first, and then I added a little bit of the Milky White on top of that to do like a little contrast, a little bit of a dimensional look. And I'm getting close to the cuticle with that little white to fill in all the little gaps, and then I'm gonna add some more of the gold foil and angel foil on top of that. So it's like a little sandwich I'm doing. So I'm doing the angel foil mix, the angel foil gold foil mix, then some of the Milky White, and then again the angel foil gold foil mix, and then I'm just gonna encapsulate all of these afterwards. But that's exactly how I'm doing these, and I'm also doing that on the middle finger. As for the ring finger, I already applied a little bit of the Mia Secret Cover Beige, and like I said, I don't know if it's also that Cover Beige that just doesn't go with my skin tone. I just feel like it makes me look washed out or something. I'm not really sure, but I'm not really digging the color that it came out. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I might have to redo my nails, because I don't know, something about them that is just, they look a little off or something. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm just going to do the exact same thing on the middle finger that I did on the pointer, sandwich all of the gold foil, angel foil. So like I said, gold foil, angel foil first, then some Milky Way to make a little bit of a contrast dimensional look, and we're gonna add the angel foil, gold foil right on top of that. And like I said, we are encapsulating this as well. As for the ring finger, I'm just gonna do like a little bit of an ombre effect. Same kind of concept with the pointer and middle finger, except we are just doing that on the free edge of the nail, like at the very end right there. So I am just picking up some of that gold foil. It's just gold foil and angel foil mixed with some white, you guys. I was just being lazy, like, to be totally completely honest. So I was just trying out to see if this would be a good mix or not, if this would work or not. It wasn't too bad. I actually kind of like it. It kind of makes things a little easier to dip into the acrylic and just pick up some gold foil and move it around. But I wish I would have just cut them up a little bit more, the gold foil. That's the only thing I think I could have made it a little bit better. But as you guys can see, I'm just looking for some little gold flakes, or not gold foil, but I'm looking for some little angel foil flakes to add to the end, and maybe some gold foil as well. And we are going to be going into the Milky Way as well to kind of like contrast it again. And I think some of my angel foil fell off, so I had to pick up some more. But yeah, you guys, that's how I'm doing it. I kind of just winged it, freestyle this set. And as you guys can see, I'm adding the little milky white and adding it on the pinky to go coexist with my thumb, so that there's a lot of milky white going on as well. But like I said, you guys, I'm kind of disappointed, and I wish I would have done like stiletto. I miss kind of like stiletto almond, or what do they call them? Almond nails. I love almond on myself, because obviously I can't rock the stiletto nails because I do have a baby. I've told you guys this in every video, how I get so sad because sometimes I want to wear them longer or a different shape, but it's just not possible with having to change your child and things like that. So, like, I feel bad if I scratch her or something, so that's kind of selfish of me to just think of myself. So I try to just do this shape instead. Like, I'll do a square or a coffin before I do all the other ones. I think I can get away with almond though, because almond shape is not sharp as long as it's not too long. But as you guys can see, I started already encapsulating the nails. I already encapsulated the thumb, and we are just encapsulating the pointer. And it's pretty much basic. You just encapsulate it, make sure that the whole design is covered, and be careful with lumpiness. It's hard with these little angel foil and gold foils to not do that. It's hard to prevent the lumpiness because they do come out of the acrylic. So just do your best, and then when you have to go and file, you might have to do a little bit of extra filing. But in this video, I am going to be showing you guys how I do my right hand. I usually don't, because I make the videos too long, but if you guys are interested in how I do my right hand with my left hand, which is my non-dominant hand, then yeah, you will see me do that next, right after I'm done with this one, after I'm done applying this side, this left hand. So yeah, it's really hard, you guys. I can't stand doing my right hand with my left because I'm not dominant with that hand, and it becomes, I feel like it comes out way sloppier, and it's just so annoying, and I just really want to finish when I'm doing my right. But when I'm working on this one right here, I really love and enjoy doing it. It's so much easier for me to do. Okay, you guys, so this is the annoying part. My non-dominant hand working on my dominant hand, and that so happens to be my right hand, which is my dominant hand that I'm working on. So I'm just picking up the milky way. It's the same way I would do with the other side, but it's just so weird because you have to work at certain angles, and I feel like it's hard to get around those angles and smooth it out as much as you can, but I really should practice a lot more. I've seen people do it really well, so I need to get on their level. I don't know, it's just so annoying, as you guys can see. Like, when even placing it down, trying to smooth it out and get in each corner and without flooding it is really hard. But that's what I try to avoid, flooding the cuticle, but somehow that's what I end up doing. So I'm just trying to smooth it out. But as you guys can see, I create more lumps on this hand because of the fact that it's so hard to get that specific angle that I'm trying to do. And yeah, but I'm just gonna do this whole hand so you guys can see me work on this whole hand and see how aggravated it looks when I do it. The easy thing is adding the little angel foils and the gold foil and stuff like that, but when it comes to trying to encapsulate it to make sure that all the little crevices are covered up, that's the hard part, especially with my non-dominant hand. So yeah, see, it's really easy just to move around the little trinkets of the nail art, but like I said, the hard part is going to be encapsulating it.
It's getting closer to midnight. I try to get closer to you, drinking courage from my red cup now. I will soon make a move. Ooh, I can taste it, the bittersweetness of taking a shot, a risk worth taking. If it's a shot at love, baby, I adore you. Maybe I adore you. Yeah, I'm feeling higher and higher. I'm up on cloud nine. Baby, I adore you. I try to focus on breathing. My heart is skipping a beat. Your lips against the red cup makes me lose my mind completely. Ooh, I can taste it, the bittersweetness of taking a shot, a risk worth taking. If it's a shot at love, baby, I adore you. Maybe I adore you. Yeah, I'm feeling higher and higher. I'm up on cloud nine. Baby, I adore you. Trying my best not to lose control. I want you, that's all I know. Trying my best not to lose control, 'cause I adore you, adore you. Trying my best not to lose control. I want you, that's all I know. Trying my best not to lose control, 'cause I adore you. Baby, I adore you. Maybe I adore you. Yeah, I'm feeling higher and higher. I'm up on cloud nine.
So as you guys can see, even shaping it, it's just a weird, awkward little position that I'm in, and I just try to do my best. I also like to take this file, as you guys can see, for basically doing the cuticle area. It just makes it easier to get around it before I... Well, actually, no. Actually, I use it before I get around to doing the cuticle work with a drill. Or sometimes I don't even use a drill. I'll use this instead. But today, I actually did use the drill for it. And simultaneously, I use this too. So as you guys can see, I did do the cuticle work with the file. So now I'm taking my E file and I'm going in with the medium medium carbide bit. It's a gold one, and I'm going around the cuticle area, sealing the cuticle, making sure that there is a little gap there that we can't really see, but we can see enough that we can see that natural nail doesn't have anything. It's basically not connected to the skin. That's kind of like, in layman's terms, what I'm trying to explain. Making sure that the acrylic is not touching the skin and there is a little bit of a barrier between the fake nail, which is the acrylic, and the skin, which is like your cuticle dead. Well, yeah, if your cuticle is dead, then this is probably going to remove it as well. But anywho's, I also go around underneath and see if there's anything that needs to be removed. Simultaneously, I like to take this bit and do the surface of the nail. So I kind of work in so many different areas while I'm doing this part right here. I do cuticle work, I do the surface of the nail, and I go underneath to remove any excess acrylic that may be hanging under there. That will probably not look good once it's done. So if you don't go under there, you might have a little bit of stuff hanging out when you apply your gel polish, which does not look good at all. But yeah, if you guys like to see how I do this part, you guys can see that I go from the cuticle area too, and then I go on the surface, and then kind of like transition, go back and forth if need be. So that makes my work a little bit easier, and it also helps prevent ring of fire and that like hot feeling on your nail from over excessively filing one part. So that's why I go on the cuticle and the surface of the nail, and then back and forth. So doing this side, this dominant hand with my non-dominant, it's really hard. Look, it's even harder to explain. Like as you guys can see, I'm taking my drill in the most awkward position and going around it. That's why, like I said, I like to use my file for this hand specifically sometimes and not use the drill. But today I decided I wanted to. It depends on my mood, if I'll do it or not. If I feel like I'm not gonna cut myself, if I feel like I can focus enough. So yeah, and then I do the surface. Look how awkward this position is. This is how I do this. And then you're gonna see what I do next with the drill. I actually end up putting it in reverse. So this is basically in forward motion. Like, you know the little switch on your Mani Pro? If you guys, well, mostly all drills have that. You have a reverse and a forward. So this is right now on the forward because I'm right-handed. But now that I'm doing my left hand on my right hand, I reversed it right here, as you guys can see. You can't really tell, I don't know how to explain it, but it's rotating the opposite way now. So that way when I do this hand, it's able to file a lot easier, and it's going the proper direction for this hand. And I am going from left to right, so that does make it a little bit easier doing it this way. And it's really on a slow speed, because if I do it on a higher speed, it's gonna literally cut me. So like I said, I go back with my file, and it makes it a lot easier. If there's anything I couldn't get into because I'm not dominant with this hand, then I just do it with the hand file, and that works perfectly fine. Like I said, I like to use the hand file sometimes only without the drill, but sometimes I like to use both to make the process a lot quicker and easier. But sometimes it feels, like I said, it depends on my mood. Maybe sometimes it'll feel better with just the file. So now that we did all the filing, we buffed it and everything. Sorry I didn't show you guys buffing them, but I did buff them. And I am adding my secret resin to apply my Swarovskis. I'm doing Swarovski stones today because now I'm obsessed with these stones. There's like, it's like you can't go back to the other ones once you've had Swarovskis. You just can't. Like, They're super nice. And they really do make your nails look a lot better. But remember, guys, I did tell you guys that I looked at my nails and I don't know why. I don't know if you can tell on screen, but I could tell in person. They look a little bit yellow in a sense, as if the acrylic was turning yellow. I'm not sure if it's just me. I'll do more research. I don't want to blame the product when I don't know for sure, but as of when I applied it, it didn't look the best, or especially when it dried. So stay tuned for a little bit of feedback on that. But I wasn't able to show you guys that other Swarovski crystals on my middle finger on my left hand because I went out of frame, but I am going to show you on this hand. So I'm just going to show you this, the way I added these stones here, the same way I added the other ones, like a little crown on the cuticle area on top of the nail. And after this, I am going to show you how I did the middle finger. But I did, like I said, I did use my Mia Secret gel resin. You can find that on Amazon. I'll leave the link in the description box down below if it's not already there, because sometimes I have default links. So if it's not there, I'll add it. And then I am doing the middle finger, and I'm just gonna take my wax pencil that I got off eBay, and they do sell them on Amazon as well. But I am just going to add my little Swarovski. This looks like a little teardrop, I believe. And I'm just like moving them around kind of in a weird way. But you would be surprised how, if you play with your crystals, what kind of designs you will get, you know. I kind of want to try different designs now because some people know how to do really cute Swarovski designs. You would think it's easy, but you know, you just have to practice and mess with them yourself sometimes too. And I'm using like 3 different color crystals on this, I believe. There's like the clear crystals, which are called, I think, just crystal, and there's the champagne looking color. I'm not really sure exactly what color that is. But yeah, and then there's an AB crystal, and then there is, I think, the Colorado one, they call it Colorado, and there is yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's only 3. So you guys, I'm just spraying it with the activator spray, and it's gonna set the glue to keep those stones in place. And then I'm just gonna add my D&D DC Topcoat, the 900 non-cleanse one. Don't get it twisted with the I think 600, which was non-cleanse, so be careful, because I didn't want that one and I accidentally got it. But I'm just going to clean up around the cuticle because I think I flooded it, so I just removed the whole thing instead and just reapplied the gel. And for this lamp, the lamp that I use, guys, it's an Essie lamp. I've had it since forever, since I started doing nails, kind of like the second year I started doing nails. It was a gift from my mother-in-law, so I do appreciate that because I still have it and it works amazing. And we're just putting it in for 1 minute, and that should be it. We're just gonna add the cuticle oil. And the cuticle oil, I just literally made it myself with some essential oil, mango scented. And that is all, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. Bye-bye.
We're far away from the city lights, so small.